Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back once again to the Push to Pass F1 podcast. This is our Brazilian Grand Prix review. As always, I am joined by the wonderful, amazing Mr. Reef Parker. How are you doing, my friend, on this fine Monday recording?
Cheers, mate. Are you feeling nice today? Wonderful and amazing.
Yeah, just everything, all of the above, all good.
I know my takes are unreal, but I wasn't expecting such treatment.
I wouldn't say they're unreal after someone predicted someone to get a sprint pole and said sprint person got knocked out in Q2.
Yeah, but he's got the world against him, including the Ferrari CEO, apparently.
Yeah, we'll get on to that. Also today, we've got a little special surprise for you, which Reef is very excited about. Some technological advancements in the broadcast of this channel, so stay tuned for that. But first, let's go over Brazil. Initial thoughts? Because you've just watched the highlights, haven't you?
Yes, I was working, so unfortunately I couldn't catch it live.
Yeah, Reef is
however
a multi-sport man.
It delivered, didn't it?
It was a banger. Sprint race as well.
Gary Neville, it's the banker. It's the one we rely on. It's unreal.
Yeah, sprint race included. It was just overall. I want to see like F2 and stuff race though.
I can't believe they don't actually.
They
have Brazilians.
Yeah, they do. They race Brazilian F4, I think. As to fill out the day, but yeah, they never seem to put F2 in South America, do they?
Hopefully that'll change because I think they should go there.
It won't because it's F2 and nobody cares about. Anyway, F1 sprint weekend actually delivered. We had a good sprint race, even though sprint races still mean nothing in the sport. Qualifying, everything, it just was Brazil. I am a bit gutted that we didn't get as much rain. I wish that would have made especially the race would have been a bit better, but you can't have everything, and then they probably wouldn't actually raced. So, first major talking point, and probably the most obvious one, is the fact Lando Norris is now world champion.
Well, steady on. I'm firmly in the camp that it's not done till it's done, because when you've got a driver, oh man, that's such a slanderous thing. when you got a driver like Norris,
yeah, go on.
You're just not like. Even now, mate,
yeah, remember the last time we said this?
Call it an agenda. Even now, I'm more confident in Max than I am Lando.
No. If Max had won this weekend, I think it would be Max's. And I think Max would have won if he didn't have that weird puncture, which didn't really seem to be a puncture.
Yeah, it's a sad one, because it seemed like it was on the cards, the pit lane to first story.
Sounds like an F1 challenge video.
But it didn't happen. But still, third's not the end of the world.
I think third is probably the best case scenario you could have asked for from everything that happened. Like, Lando literally just looked untouchable, and the cars in front of him had good pace. Like, Kimi was rapid all weekend.
I will say, Lando did look really good.
Lando has produced probably the best 2 weekends of his career when he needs them, back to back. Like this weekend, he was perfect. Last weekend in Mexico, whether it was last weekend or a week before, last race, he was perfect. So, yeah, the two McLarens on a complete 180 in the sense of how they've performed. Like, I remember when we first started this podcast, especially through like the summertime sort of, in that run-in, we were just praising Oscar for how good and how mentally strong he is, but it is a bit of a bottle, isn't it?
Yeah. It has to be a bottle, because I think the pace is there. FP1, he had the pace.
Yeah, he was like there was like less than 2 tenths between them, wasn't it?
Saying that, without the 10-second penalty, he would have finished on the podium.
Yeah. And
so
we'll talk about that, because I've got some strong opinions on that.
Going off that, it wasn't that bad of a weekend for him. I don't think it... Like, last time out in Mexico, it was a pace issue. Clearly a pace issue. Whereas this week, I don't think the pace was the problem. I think it was more...
him.
Yeah. I mean, we'll talk about the move later on, as you say.
Well, he crashed in the sprint, which was less than ideal, because that's another 8 points. It was very much not his fault, in my opinion. He just hit a really random puddle, and like we saw 3 drivers in the same corner do it. So it's just those. Well, that's more unlucky. But the stuff with the instant, yeah. Did you see the comments from Jos? Jos basically said, he was like, Oscar should stand up for himself, because you don't become You don't go from like leading the championship and being this dominant to not being able to drive the car overnight, implying that something has gone towards Lando's favour.
Take that with a pinch of salt though, because you see Joss and then you see his last name.
Yeah.
Then you see the camp that he's associated with.
He's definitely just trying to fire it up, isn't
he? It's mind games, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, 100%. And there's probably no one better at that than them too, because they just hate each other. But yeah, I don't think title is. I think it's close to being done. Well, Max has to not be outscored. What was the gap Lando had over Max?
49.
So Lando has to outscore Max by 11 points for it to go between him and Oscar.
That's not that easy.
No, that's what. How many points do you get for third? 15?
16.
Yeah, so no, 15s. It's 25, 18. So yeah, that would still. So basically, Max has to finish on the podium, then if Lando wins. But yeah, I think we are slowly going to regrettably eat our words from very early in this podcast, towards the end of the year when we have to say Lando Norris has won his first world title, which you think is something.
I'll say it with chest. I think if Lando Norris wins the world title, he is the worst world champion since Damon Hill.
When did Hill win a title? Because I said since Villeneuve.
96.
Yeah.
Or 97. 97.
I thought Villeneuve was 99, wasn't he?
No, 99 was Hakkinen.
Was it? When did Villeneuve?
No, I think 98, 99 are Hakkinen.
Yeah. Like even when you look at like the one-timers we had, Rosberg, I'd still say hold to a much higher regard, and Button definitely. And Kimi. You're going to have a lot of people hate you for a TikTok clip from that one.
Button's an interesting one. Sorry, actually. Jenson Button's way clear.
I was going to say, go back on what you've just said.
Yeah, Jenson Button's way clear.
Well, it's just mental to think that he has actually done it. Well, not done it yet, but he could win the title. How strong Oscar looked and how out of Lando looked throughout.
I will also say, sorry, I'm cutting you off, but I will also say if Oscar won the world championship, he would also be the worst driver since.
Yeah, they just don't. They don't. Yeah.
Because you look at who has won it, think about it logically, and you've got Lewis Hamilton, Max Verstappen, Seb Vettel, Nico Rosberg, Michael Schumacher, Kimi Räikkönen. It's not that bad of a, it's not that much of a slant really. They're legendary drivers.
Yeah, it sounds bad when you initially say it, but when you realise you're saying, yeah, you're not quite like one of the best of all time. I think it's a bit fairer on that sort of view.
Yeah.
Let's get into that. Let's get into the race. Let's have a look at that incident. The downfall of Ferrari is firmly here, despite your predictions. Oscar having a bit of a standard move in my eyes. A bit bold, but also he's trying everything to win a world championship, so I think he kind of needed to do it. Locked up, tagged Kimi. Kimi just absolutely clotted Charles, and Charles went out the race and gave Oscar a 10-second penalty. I think you're in the same sort of view as me, where it was quite not a standard move. It was more Oscar being a bit desperate, but also I don't think it warranted a 10-second penalty.
I wouldn't say it didn't warrant one. I'd say the move was necessary. I think the move was on.
Yeah.
Also, at the same time, Kimi does have the right to not give him much room. I don't think it's Kimi's fault either. He locks up, which shows that he did try to stop. So in fairness, you can't say that he's being dangerous. And I think it's more unlucky that Charles' tyre falls off. I think in a world where Charles just gets pushed out off the track but rejoins, I don't think a penalty happens.
No, we spoke about this before the recording. If say Oscar locked up, just touched wheels with Kimi in there, then caused him to touch wheels with Charles, and Charles has to go off to the runoff, I think people will just go, yeah, fair enough, give him back the position. But obviously you can't do that if someone's out of the race. So I think they've taken the result from the incident rather than the incident itself. But yeah, Ferrari don't look good, man.
They're not fast, are they? I mean, Charles would have been a sitting duck.
The team's falling apart.
We got bad morale.
Lewis tried to drive around with 2 front wings on his car.
Being called a nightmare, which is just, I mean, that's a PR manager's nightmare, quite literally, and a journalist's dream. I just think, and then you got Ferrari CEO digging out both his drivers for whatever reason. Apparently, it's the drivers' faults, and you're looking at Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton.
Oh, I love them. They're so
It's
chaotic.
Mate, them lot in Maranello, they're just mental.
I can't wait for when we do our predictions for next season, when both of us say Ferrari are undoubtedly going to win the World Championship or something.
Oh yeah, they'll be back.
We'll be there. Another thing to talk about, unfortunately, Gabi Bortoleto had quite a shocking race weekend, a home race weekend. Not really his fault, a lot of it. Obviously, he had that massive crash, which you could say was his fault, locking the rears and having a massive accident.
Yeah, that was a wild one.
The coverage of it was weird because you saw it in the little. They've got like the box cameras on the timing tower, haven't they?
Yes.
And you've just seen a car fly across the street, and then you just see Lando crossing the line.
It was a fast crash, and just really bad place.
Do you know why you don't get it right? So in the replay of it, do you know he hits the wall on the left and goes off the corner? Why has that corner got a lip which can send him airborne?
What do you mean now?
So do you know the runoff for turn 1?
Yeah.
When he went through the runoff, there's like a lip where like the track comes up and then like the wall goes like that. So it's effectively a ramp, and he just flew into the barrier.
Yeah, they'll probably address that now, which is good.
Hopefully. But yeah, he also got squeezed on lap 1 by a driver I will not name because I'm getting stronger and stronger opinion that he should be banned.
Bit of a weird one, that, though.
I think Martin Brundle described it quite well. He literally just said Stroll probably didn't see him. It's just a lap 1 incident.
It could be classified as that, but at the same time, I don't know. He was in his view though. He was in his mirrors for sure.
Yeah, and it's not like Bortoleto just swung across and tried like a crazy move. He literally just tried to find some space, and Lance just tried to drive on the grass.
Yeah, he has been strolled, but it's not the worst one I've seen.
I have that's become a verb.
Yeah.
You've been strolled. I don't think there's much else to talk from it. No one else crashed. Did anyone spin or anything? I can't think of anyone.
Both Ferraris out.
Yeah.
Who was the other one that went out?
Did you?
Oh, Gabi Bortoleto.
Did you hear the Lewis Hamilton voice? No, what was it called? Team radio. He had that much damage to his car. He was like, I don't know if I can actually carry on. I might put it in the wall. And they were like, yeah, fair enough. Yuki Tsunoda had two 10-second time penalties because he didn't serve the first one correctly.
Stick.
He couldn't buy luck if he tried.
All talent. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. No, you know what I think of Yuki? He's cute.
He's definitely not there next year, is he?
Nah, he's gone. I think it's a shame that he's gone.
Yeah, but he's cute as fine. Right, driver ratings. Your top 10 for the Brazilian Grand Prix is in P10, Pierre Gasly, P9, Nico Hülkenberg, 8th, Hadjar, 7th, Lawson, 6th, Oliver Bowman, 5th, Oscar Piastri, 4th, George Russell, 3rd, Max Verstappen, 2, Kimi Antonelli, and 1, Lando Norris. P10, Pierre Gasly, how has an Alpine scoring points in 2025?
In the 25, Alpine were so back.
Oh, other news we completely forgot about. Colapinto signed for Alpine next year.
Yeah. That one's... I don't know if it's come as a surprise.
I think they don't have a viable replacement. And he'll be gone by mid-season next year if he's still poop.
All poor Aaron, though. I really want to see him have a go. I think.
How long's he been in F2 now? 2 years?
He didn't do last season. Or this season.
No, what is he doing? Formula E. He's not in Formula E, is he? I forget he's Estonian sometimes. No, I don't know.
Him and Yuri Vips could have really been something.
Yeah, you're not allowed to talk about him anymore. Oh no, he's raced once in Formula E. Yeah, he's took this year off. I hate when people do that.
It's a risk, but also at the same time, he had a really good final year in F2. So I almost understand because it's such a nightmare championship. It's so hard that he could have easily dropped the stinker this year and his stock would have been lower.
And he finished 3rd in 2024 with High Tech, behind Hadjar and Bortoleto.
He had a really good year.
This is my big problem with Formula 2. I think it's getting to a point where it might become irrelevant.
I've certainly lost interest.
Like,
in it.
say now, if this year, if Colton Herta comes in and literally walks it, and then the year after...
He won't.
I don't think he will. And then the year after, if, like, Rovanpera comes in and he wins it miraculously, and then they both get drives because of, like, the commercial thing of, like, oh, they've done IndyCar now, they've come to F1, he's done Rally and he's come to F1. And then you've got people who are genuinely really talented, and they... Like, the one, and we spoke about this before, the one I always go back to is Callum Ilott. And I think Callum Ilott was probably more talented and would have been a better all-round package than Mick Schumacher, but he got the drive.
Agree.
He got the drive for his name.
Ball knower.
Yeah, elite ball knowledge. Anyway, Pierre Gasly.
Yeah, that was a crazy tangent.
Good weekend.
Really good weekend. It's hard to get points in an Alpine, as you say.
It's hard to race in an Alpine.
Hard to go straight in an Alpine.
In the sprint, he qualified P13. In the sprint, he finished 8th, so he picked up 1 point there. And qualified lowly, or is he? Did he qualify? Oh, he qualified 9th. Fair play to the lad. Go on, and finished 10th. I will go with a 9 out of 10.
Half.
You always got to go for a half, haven't you?
Yeah.
So
We can't always have the same, so I agree with you. It's like a really good weekend. It's not 10, but it's a high weekend.
P9, Nico Hulkenberg. Did he crash out the sprint, or was it Bortoletto? No, but both of them did, didn't they?
I said he was going to have a really good weekend.
Yeah. To be fair, what do you class now as a good weekend for Hulkenberg? Because he seems to be in the points pretty much every race.
He's not every race.
He's not far off.
I always think points is a good weekend when you're in a backmarker car.
Yeah, fair. I just don't know if we have to start moving the goalposts for him because, like, he's like 8th in the standing. That's so mental to say. I'll give him a 7.
Yeah, I can't really up you on that. I agree.
I think you can put the next two together. So P7 and P8, Isaac Hadjar and Liam Lawson.
They were really in the mix at the start of the Grand Prix.
They had a really nice sort of midfield battle with Behrman and Hulkenberg, and then Behrman ran off. I think you can give them both 7s.
Doesn't it just show that F1 could be really good if they fixed the cars?
Wouldn't it be really good if they were all in equal machinery?
It would be wicked. Like that battle was good anyway, and it could have been so much better.
Have you ever been on the fence, or have you ever been team equal machinery?
Sometimes I wonder, would it be good? But also at the same time, I do like the engineering side of it.
And I do. I wish there was a way that, like, you could spice it. Like, you could make sure, you could guarantee every year was going to be different.
And another point of the equal machinery thing is technically Formula 2 is supposed to be equal machinery, and it's not.
Yeah, so is IndyCar, and it's never equal machinery.
So, and that just annoys me then, because then it's just kind of discredits the sport. So I think I'd just prefer that there's better cars and worse cars.
Yeah, I just do think there was a way, like, even if they had it in like a sort of draft style, where, like, because they try to do that now, don't they? It was like the lower you finish, the more testing time you get, but it never makes a difference.
It's the concessions, yeah. The concessions really work in MotoGP. I know that's a side track, but MotoGP have it really good.
Yeah, they never seem to work in F1.
I don't really know why.
I think it's just more to do with the, like, scale of what they have on offer. So, like, Red Bull, McLaren, Mercedes, Ferrari, they're obviously, like, their wind tunnel is going to be so much more better. And, like, they're going to get so much better readings and stuff than what, like, Sauber would get.
Yeah, I suppose so. That is a point. But also, I'd say maybe there is just a gap in driver ability as well.
Yeah, probably. I think there's so many different... that you could group a few drivers together in terms of pace.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do that one day as a special, which we've got lined up later on.
Yeah, I like that.
Stay tuned next week. P5, P6, sorry, Ollie Behrman. I'm not going to comment.
Yeah, well, I keep reminding Max that he said he wasn't particularly a fan of Ollie Behrman, didn't rate his craft. Probably, 3 episodes ago?
It was Mexico. It was before Mexico.
Right, so last round, and since then he's gone on an absolute tear.
Yeah, it was the weekend before I said, you know what, he might. I'm not convinced he's like a Ferrari, in line to being a Ferrari driver, and then he's delivered a P4 and a P6.
Looked really good while doing it, like really good.
Yeah, I think I'll take my words back on that one.
Loved his helmet, by the way.
I didn't see it. I'm trying to think.
It was nice.
Because we didn't. Did we have any we had one special livery. We had the Gulf Williams, but you couldn't see it because it was at the back of the grid.
We mentioned that we hadn't seen Lewis's. He had one.
Yeah.
Just typical. It was basically his design, just with the Brazilian colours.
Well, everyone's going to have a fancy one because the next race is Las Vegas, and everyone's going to have like casino themed in there. Shock, boring. Behrman, I'm going to give him an 8.
I'm going to give him a 9, just because.
All right, I'll do the U then. I'll give you an 8.5.
I'm becoming a really big fan.
Is he?
I just like him. I think he's fun.
Do you think maybe another team looks at him?
Nah, I think he's really. I think he's locked in. I think it makes so much sense for him to go to Ferrari in a few years.
Yeah.
I think that one is gonna happen. It's like
You
clear,
see,
and
like the Charles Leclerc natural progression sort of like.
yeah. You know when it's so clear that every team just doesn't bother.
Yeah.
They just know.
It
was a bit like George with Merck. No one ever really gave George a sniff because they knew that he was going to go to Merck.
Yeah, they knew he was pretty much tied down. P5, Oscar Piastri.
Realistically, you can't give him any higher than a 5, and I'd be hard pressed to give him a 5.
I'm giving him a 5.
I'll give him a 4. If he hadn't crashed, I know we said the crash wasn't his fault, but he still crashed.
Oh yeah, he's still lost what? 23 points from his championship rival.
It's a howler.
Howler.
So it's a 4.
And he needs to buck his ideas up, otherwise we are going to really have to eat our words.
Mate, this podcast will be over if he doesn't win the Drivers' Championship. If we actually had a fan base, they'd be clipping up every bit of glaze we ever said about him.
And every time we called, the amount of times we've done driver ratings and I've called Lando Norris, like Bottle Norris and stuff.
Yeah.
Might have to delete the channel. P4, George Russell. Did typical George Russell things, was quiet all race and somehow finished fourth.
Mate, that's so true. That's so true.
It's just so George of him. Yeah, it's not even like he got chased by Max for a bit, and Oscar became quite close to getting him, but he just never had the pace. I'll give him a 7.
Realistically, is it a bad weekend for him because he was significantly outpaced by his rookie teammate?
I think we will get on to that, but I think that might be because Kimi Antonelli might need to be tested for performance-enhancing drugs.
Okay.
P3, Max Verstappen. I got him with a 10 out of 10.
Quick on that one.
He went pit lane to 3rd.
Yeah, fair. I don't know why. I think this is just setting the standards for himself. But if it was anyone else, I'd be like, yeah, 10, 100%.
It's the fact he went pit lane to 3rd and finished half a second off second.
It is really impressive. But
do you know what?
I think it's a 9.
Good. Ah, right. Okay, I'll give you that.
Only because there was more on the table.
Yeah. I think if they had just gone, because they changed his entire setup, didn't they, and just basically chucked a new engine in. If they'd given him that setup from qualifying, he probably would have won. P2, Kimi Antonelli. I'm going to go with a 9.5 out of 10.
Yeah, same.
This weekend, he has been on absolute smoke.
He was rapid from all accounts. It was really impressive.
Yeah, two P2s. I think it was it. Am I right in saying? Yeah, every competitive session he finished second. Sprint, quali, and then the race finished second place.
And what's your point with him? Like, why do you think he was so much faster?
I don't even know, because he hasn't raced that track before.
Do you reckon it is just a track thing, though? Maybe he just really gelled with the circuit.
Yeah, maybe. They seem Merc in general seem to be quite a bit quicker. And
You say that, but George was fourth.
This is my thing, right? With results like this, say if this was Charles or if this was George, if they were swapped around, you could say like, oh, historically X, Y, and Z, he's been this good this year, and like you can look back and say like, oh, this is probably why he's been quick because it's like a track he tends to do good on. With Kimi, you can't even say that. It must be just like divine intervention or something, because they're clearly not going to be they're not going to be updating their car or something. Because is there many tracks similar to Interlagos?
Not really. It's unique.
Maybe just the sort of like, it's quite a raw track in the sense of I know it's going to sound really stupid being an F1 track. It's quite quick.
Really?
Yeah, mental. So whether that just like.
So you think maybe corner speed?
Yeah, maybe
is his jam. That's what
his jam.
That's what he's good at. Everyone's got a thing that they're good at, to be fair.
Yeah, I think Kimi's always had raw. He's just got that like innate ability to put a car on its limits.
Well, that's what they say about the best, don't they? They say that even from a younger age, because I mean, I still forget that he's 18. Is he 19 yet?
Kimi Andre Antonelli. I think he's 19 now. Yeah, he's 19. He's 25th of August 2006.
Yeah. So
wow,
he's still so young.
I'm like half a year older. Yeah, younger than us, and we're talking about him.
It was really impressive, though. Really impressive.
I think he's put a lot of pressure off him with results like that, because people can see how good he is.
It's always nice to end the rookie season fastest you've been as well.
Oh yeah,
showing that linear development is really good.
Like, there's 3 races now left. If he can finish each of them in the top 5 or 4, I think you can sort of say that's what you would, going into the year, he'd probably say that's what I want to do. Like, I think as a rookie it's acceptable, and you can sort of understand having a bit of a blip, especially in probably where Kimi had it in that sort of midfield, when you don't have, it's like a slog. You're in the middle of like triple headers and everything, so he probably just struggled with adapting to that. But no, I think he's got a very big future ahead of him.
Is it a very stereotypical high expectation rookie season? I think it's almost gone to plan. I think this is exactly what Merc would have expected. Yeah,
and it probably won't happen, but if he is lucky enough to like pick up maybe a win or something, or if like he grabs a pole or a sprint pole in Qatar or something, it'll just be more benefits and more sort of backlog of results for him to look back on. Alright, let's talk about the big one, P1, Lando Norris. Do you give it a 9 or do you give it a 10?
It's a big win. It really is.
Probably the best weekend of Lando's career, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
No one's got close to him.
Yeah, no, it probably is a 10. Yeah.
I think you'd be hard to not give him a 10.
It hits everything. I mean, he was first in every session. Well, every session that mattered. Was it every session?
Yeah, pole.
What, even in practice?
We only had one practice session, didn't we? And I think it was him from Oscar. Yeah, Lando, first in practice, first in sprint qualifying, first in the sprint, first in qualifying, and then first in the race.
Yeah, it's a 10. It's just everything about it.
He is
very important for the
He's
championship.
Doing the utmost to win a title, and that's what we have not seen from him. Like, I remember episodes, like when we first started this, we were saying how Lando was doing everything not to win the title, and now he's doing the complete opposite.
He just hit form at the perfect time.
And he's proven a lot of people wrong, even though you've said he's going to be the worst world championship of all time. But we'll move past that.
I didn't say all time.
Should we do... I'm thinking we can either do the other reaction stuff we do, or do we introduce everyone to our new fancy toy?
We do the toy.
Right, ladies and gentlemen. So, technical...
Step back. Step back.
If you stood up, sit down. Because this is going to get extreme. We have managed to figure out a way to change up what we do. So, today we are going to be doing our 2025 F1 track tier list. So, this was just something I found online. It's from a website called Tier Maker. Shout out to you lot. It's all 24 tracks from the 2025 season, and we're going to rank them tiers S, A, B, C, and D.
Oh, yeah.
So, starting off with Bahrain.
I like Bahrain.
I very much like Bahrain. I think it's
an A.
I think, yeah, it's not S. I think it's A. Saudi Arabia.
Thing is, right, this one, there'll be a few like this. I don't like it, but the racing always seems to be quite good.
Yeah, it's like you wouldn't pick it, would you?
If I could make a calendar, it wouldn't be on my calendar. But
did one of us put it on? Because we've done a dream calendar before, haven't we?
We have done dream calendar. I wouldn't have put it on my calendar. So if you did,
I think I might have, because I'm quite a fan of it.
If it was me, I would put it top of C. What about you?
Yeah, I think that top of C, bottom of B, so we'll put it in C.
We can move these. So if it ends up in
it'll be a typical tier list. You'll put it all in, then realise you've done it all wrong, and everything's sort of been moved back around. Australia, Melbourne Park.
I like Melbourne Park, but the cars are too big for it.
It's in the same category as Saudi for me.
I'd be inclined to put it either low B, top C.
Yeah, I put it below Saudi, but I put it in that same sort of bracket. Like it's a good track, but it's not like you wouldn't be annoyed if you missed it sort of race.
Yeah.
Suzuka, right. This might be one of the ones which is hard to think. I think it's top of A.
I think it's an A, easy.
Oh, well, I thought you... Because I don't think it's quite S. I think it's nearly there. Shanghai, D.
Shanghai is pants.
I hate the Chinese Grand Prix. I never look forward to it, and it's always on at a stupid time in the UK.
But that's not to do with the track, though.
I don't care.
Yeah, right, okay.
It's those turn 1s and 2. Why are they long? Why are they so long?
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of it either, to be honest.
Miami.
I think it's better than Shanghai.
I'd say it's better than Shanghai, but I'd still say it's D.
Yeah, because it's not as good as Australia.
Oh, nowhere near. Yeah, I'd say it's got an 18,000-year contract, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh God, I can't.
So we've got to get used to it, basically.
Right. Yay. Imola. This is one I'm quite interested on.
It's no higher than C for me.
No, it's not better than Jeddah and Melbourne, in my opinion.
No, I agree.
I like the old Imola.
I'd put it C, but bottom.
Bottom of C. This is going to be an interesting one. Monaco.
For me, we're not going to agree on this. For me, it's either top of B or A.
What?
Because it's Monaco.
For me,
I'm happy to put it in B, though. It can't be lower.
Yeah, I was going to say it's C or B. It doesn't provide the best racing, but I think it's a spectacle.
It's so cool. It is so cool.
Spain.
Such a bike track, by the way.
Yeah, I'm going there next year.
It's such a bike circuit.
That
first corner gets a bit... Well, they do slightly different layout for the bikes.
What, they run it wide or something?
No, they cut out, so like in F1, it's a really fast last turn.
Yeah.
They put a chicane right in the middle. Right before the last turn, they put a chicane for the bikes.
Yeah, remember we used to have the chicane?
Do
you not remember that?
No, not really.
Where they come over the hill and then they drop down into the chicane.
Yeah.
Yeah, that used to be that's the old layout of Barcelona we used to have. They changed it 2 or 3 years ago.
I can't remember.
I'd put it higher than Monaco. I'd put it in B.
Happy to do that.
Austria, I'm going to go ahead and say this is our first S tier.
I like it a lot. How long's it been on the calendar?
I think the Austrian Grand Prix has been there for years, and it used to be on like an airstrip or something. But I think the Red Bull Ring is quite young.
I want to say the first time they went there was like 13 or 14.
No. Do you not remember when two Ferraris crossed the line at the same time? That was like 2005.
Well,
Red Bull Ring, first race, F1. 1970.
oh, right.
So not
okay.
2013. I've just realised this has completely messed the order up because we've put the 10th race in before the 9th.
Oh, no.
Austria, S tier.
Okay, yeah.
Canada, S tier.
tier.
Britain.
Silverstone. Luckily, this isn't about fan experience. I think it's either A or S. It could be S.
I think it's S.
It's not as good as the other two, though, in my opinion.
Really? I think it's the second best track on the grid.
Really?
Yeah, I've always been a massive Silverstone fan for racing.
Well, whack it in S.
Whack it in. Ugh. No, that's B. Hungary, the Hungaroring.
I like Hungary.
I think it's a B. It's a middle of a road. It either gives you a banger or a stinger.
It's better than Monaco.
It's not hard. You're lucky Monaco's in B.
Belgium. To me, it's either a top of A, bottom of S. But I know that you're not the biggest fan.
No, I think I'm not. I think I'm not the biggest fan just because for me it's on the exact same level as Suzuka. I just don't think the cars work with it anymore. I think they've become too fast.
Fair, but it's just cool.
It's like
Eau Rouge is cool.
It's like an F1 track. Zandvoort. I hate Zandvoort.
I don't mind it.
Of course you don't. Because you like turns, because you're a MotoGP fan. You like round corners.
Oh yeah, I like proper tracks. I do. It's not the circuit's fault that the cars are crap.
You're a sucker for a long turn.
Don't get me wrong. Is it better than Australia? Probably not. But it's on. To me, it's a C.
Yeah, I think it fits into that sort of. Those four are very close. I think it's better than Imola,
I'd say it's better than Imola. Yeah.
Monza.
A.
Better than. I agree. A. We're in A.
I think we need to bring Japan down, not level, but down from top of A.
So put Spa.
I'd say Japan is bottom of A.
I won't argue with that.
I would put Monza in between Bahrain and Suzuka.
Whack it in the middle there, but
yeah.
Baku.
I like Baku. I think it's got a B all over it.
Yeah, I think it's I'd put it top of B.
It's really cool because we've got level B and we've got Baku, Barcelona, and Budapest.
God, that's so cool, isn't it? Singapore.
I like Singapore. It's really cool.
You've said you like every track except the bottom two.
Oh yeah, because I think
you just start everything. You go really like it.
What do you think of it?
I think it's one of the best tracks on the grid on the calendar.
Yeah, I think it's class, and I love a night race.
Oh yeah, and it's the original night race, isn't it? The
Yes.
trendsetter.
I think it's a B. Was it?
I'd put it A.
I think it's better than Suzuka. Have we overrated Suzuka?
Have we?
I think it's better.
When we did our top 5 tracks of all time, I put Suzuka in my top 5.
I think it is a unreal track,
You want to chuck it in?
but I also associate it with different things.
What do you mean you associate it with different things?
When I think of Suzuka, I think of the Suzuka 8 Hour.
Oh,
Bike
right.
race.
I thought you were on about. I thought you were on about Singapore then.
No.
They do an 8-hour bike race of Suzuka.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Ew.
It's like 40 degrees when they do it as well.
No,
It's
I'm
like
right.
mental.
Keep. I think I'd say think Marina Bay is better than Suzuka.
Yeah, I agree.
Austin.
You say first because I'm just going to say I like it.
I'd say. Oh, I want to, but I don't want to because I think it's S tier.
Really? Oh, I don't know.
I really like Austin.
I like. To be fair, it's got everything. It's got quite a long front straight. It's got a tight first corner. Then it goes windy. It's got a nice back straight too.
It's like the weird love child of Silverstone and Monza together.
Yeah, to be fair, it is good.
I'd take probably top 3 in A.
But I'm not sure if it is better than Monza or Bahrain. But I think it's on the same level as them.
I'd say it's better than Singapore, but behind Bahrain.
We can do that. I'd be happy with that.
I've just realised how similar Austin and Bahrain actually look.
Mm.
Just look like Austin's been stretched a bit. Mexico.
I don't like it personally.
I hate it.
I thought you liked it.
I like this. It's a Monaco for me. I like the spectacle. I hate the race.
I really don't like it. I think it's rubbish. I don't think the track's very good.
They start their DRS halfway down the straight, and they've just got random there's just like random turns which make no sense. Like that turn one complex is awful.
For a bit more kind of evenness, I'd put it in D, top of D.
Yeah.
If you wanted to.
I'm gonna put Miami at the bottom. Right, no question.
Yes.
It is just the best, isn't it?
It is.
It is pure racing. Vegas, me and you are gonna have different opinions on this.
I mean, look at the state of it. Just look at it. Look at the shape of it.
All right, but where do you
It
want to put
looks like an upside down pig.
Yeah, but you have the big dome. You have the sphere. You're forgetting the sphere.
It's rubbish. Look at that whole bottom section, and there's not a single bit of skill in that.
Where would you put it?
It's D.
I'd put it B.
It's rubbish. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Jeddah, but at least Jeddah's got some curves to it.
I'll appease to the masses. Losail, you might have a bias for this.
No, we can debate. I'm happy to debate.
I just think it produces good racing because of how mental it is. Like, didn't win it last year at the most overtakes of the season?
That's just because it's just straight lines. It's basically drag racing.
Yeah, exactly. It's what everyone needs. Because you're not allowed to turn, because if you turn, you might crash into each other. It's always freezing, because for some reason they put it in night in the middle of winter.
Yeah, that is stupid.
Which means Mercedes win it every year.
What do you think of Qatar? Qatar's a strange one.
Not built for F1.
It's not. It's a bike track, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Spain on steroids.
It's one of the best bike tracks, and then they did it all up so F1 could go, and I just don't think it hits the same.
It's really good for WEC.
Yeah,
because they're a bit, and they've got obviously the different like series because it's a bit slower, and F2's actually quite good around it because they can't just go full throttle around every corner.
Yeah,
it's a bit.
It is like a go-kart track, isn't it, for F1?
Oh yeah. It's
where are the braking zones? First corner.
Turn 1, this one, and then after the first sort of at the end of sector 1, there's another one. The last sector is completely flat.
Yeah, it's just. It's cool though. It's a night race, so it gains points, and the paddock looks amazing. But we're on about the track.
It's not produced. The other good thing is because of it's a very physically demanding track. It usually produces quite good racing.
I don't think it's D, but I wouldn't put it any higher than C.
No, I'd put it bottom of C.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that.
And then last, Abu Dhabi. The new version is okay.
It shouldn't be the last race of the season, but if it was anywhere else, I'd put it in. I think it's definitely a B. I don't think it's.
I'd put it.
It's not.
I put it below.
Worse than.
I put it below Hungary.
Yeah, we can do that.
I just think if it was anywhere else in the grid, if it was anywhere else but the last race of the season, it wouldn't be on the it wouldn't be on the calendar anymore.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's because they've got it's made up to such a spectacle. It's like Abu Dhabi. It's like this royalty thing. Usually the title can go down to there, or like they'll present the title there, or the constructors will still be up for grabs. But if that was in the same, say if they put where Abu Dhabi is with Bahrain is, it'd have nowhere near the hype that like from the rest of the sport.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue with you. I think it is a nice track though.
I think the newer version of it is much better. The old version was horrific.
It does have an under the ground.
I was going to say you just like the pit lane.
Mate, the tunnel is cool.
It's not bad, but it's nothing. Like when you talk about years gone by when we used to have Interlagos as the season finale, like that was special because the track was special.
Yeah.
Abu Dhabi, it's nothing special in my eyes.
Is there any of them that you think that can't stay there? And I'm willing to debate.
I think S tier is pretty much spot on.
Yeah.
In that order as well.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
D, I'd say, is right.
Yep, I'm happy with D.
B, no, not B. C.
I think Zandvoort. I think Qatar's better than Imola.
I'll move Imola to the bottom. I think we're being harsh on Zandvoort.
Harsh.
Yeah, I think Zandvoort's better than Melbourne.
I thought you said you didn't like Zandvoort.
Yeah, I know, but Melbourne's not that good. It's only usually good because it rains.
I think it holds a lot of weight because it used to open.
Yeah, probably. Did it open this year? Yeah, it did, didn't it?
Yeah.
Well.
I like it. I do like it.
I think.
However,
I think British fans as well. We hold a lot more like nostalgia to it because like getting up for the season opener and stuff. I know it sounds stupid, but
I find myself liking it less each year.
Yeah, I think that is also because the cars seem to be getting bigger and they can't fit in the track anymore.
My main problem is I think Suzuka might be too high.
Really? I think Suzuka is good enough to be an A.
Okay.
Or is it? Because now I'm thinking of this year and I fell asleep during it.
I'm quite happy with that. I'm going to take a picture and I'm going to tell the boys about it and see what they think.
I don't... Like, in that B tier, I don't think I'd move any of them up to A. The only one I think you could swap is Baku for Suzuka, because I think them two are very closely matched.
Yeah, I think it's good that then, in theory, they're next to each other.
Yeah, and then I think A is pretty much spot on.
Yeah, you know what? I'm happy with it.
You know what, right? If you've got a problem with it, argue with the wall.
Yeah.
But yeah, when we hinted earlier on to doing another one of these, next week we'll probably do our drivers from this season ranked.
Nice.
Because obviously we want to have a race weekend to review, and we will have... Is it Vegas? Yeah, we'll have Vegas to preview.
Nice.
The upside down pig. But that has been all today from us with the Push to Pass F1 podcast. We hope you have enjoyed. If you're listening on Spotify, don't forget to drop us a 5-star and a follow. It's hugely appreciated. And as always, if you are listening on YouTube, drop us a like, drop us a subscribe. We've now reached 30 subscribers, so we are slowly moving up in the world. The fan base is growing. But as always, I've been Max.
And Reef.
And this has been the Push to Pass F1 podcast.